I need to show you guys my outfit, duh. I never left the writing boot world. You know, maybe this would look good all together, and I love it when I'm right. I'm kind of like rediscovering pieces that have been in my closet for a while, but I forgot were there, to be honest. So did this look keep me very warm? No, but at least it like boosted my morale, and honestly, that's sometimes all you can ask for. Good morning, guys. It's Monday. I have today off because it's MLK Day, which is very nice. Alexis doesn't though, so I'm still gonna take advantage of today to be like productive and get some things done. So outfit number one of the day is my Pilates outfit. I decided to keep my early morning class because I was feeling really brave and really optimistic last night. Actually, no, that's a lie. I really wanted to cancel, but I went anyways. And today's get up is completely Aritzia. Yeah. I think I mentioned this last week, but Aritzia was having a really big sale. And so I got a couple of things. Let me show you guys. I just have on a matching set, blue leggings, blue top. This is my first time trying Aritzia's workout wear, and it's pretty decent, honestly. I was the type of person that would never spend real money on workout wear, but I've been working out a lot more frequently, or I guess like consistently over the last year and a half or so. And so I finally decided to buy some nicer workout wear, and I really like Aritzia's. I think I like it better than Lululemon's leggings. But yeah, this is what I wore to grind this morning and die on a reformer. Now I'm gonna go take a shower and get ready for the rest of my day. Okay guys, it's much later. I took a shower, I did my hair, something bit me. But now I'm getting ready to go to a coffee shop to work on a couple of different things. I want to read. Every time I have a day off, I try to take advantage of how much free time I have. So I'm going to be reading Cultich by Amanda Montell. I picked this up a couple weeks ago. I'm reading it in tandem with Bunny, and that book is super culty. Can I say that word on YouTube? I think I'm on chapter 7 of Bunny, and it kind of follows the story of this very strange group of women that kind of have like their own cult. They all call each other Bunny, and it's very much up the alley of like weird girl literature. And so honestly, reading this and Bunny at the same time is very, very interesting, and I can't wait to do like a post reading analysis. He hates me. Anyways, so I'm going to be reading, and then I'm going to be working on stuff for my book club because my book club meeting is at the end of this week. And I had this like burst of creativity and ideas in my mind, like late night when I was trying to get to bed. So I'm going to plan that all out and see if it can come to life before this weekend. Yeah, that should be fun. I can't say too much yet because I want it to be a surprise. I need to show you guys my outfit, duh. It's very cold in Houston here today, so I have on these really warm wool pants from Abercrombie. I wore a different color of these last week. These are the Sloan Abercrombie pant, and then I have this roughly little pretty long sleeve top that I got from H&M for probably like $10. I'm not really a hoodie type of person, but because of the weather, like all I want to do is be warm and cozy. I stole from Alexis's closet. I think he bought it when we were doing a connecting flight in San Francisco. It's not super fabulous. Oh wait, but my tote bag. It's like super old Chamberlain coffee when like Emma was first launching her brand a couple years ago. And that's my look for today. And we're gonna go slay the day. Ew, sorry I said that. Okay, bye. Hi, it's much later. Coming to you guys like post grocery store like meltdown cry in the car because it was so crazy. Guys, like HEB was absolutely insane. Yeah, I've been in a kind of a funky mood for like the last 2 weeks or so. I usually feel like this around my period, but not too sure what's going on this month. Actually, I do know. I just feel like I've needed a cry break for a while and I haven't allowed myself to have one. HEB was like the straw that broke the camel's back. That sounds so silly to say out loud, but it's true. I guess it felt good to get that out, but hopefully this means over the next few days I start to feel a little bit better. But now for the rest of the afternoon, I'm really just gonna chill, do a little bit more like content work, and eat dinner and get ready for tomorrow. Good morning. It's Tuesday, and I expected myself to be a lot more tired than I am because I got to bed a little bit late. I was working on some more like book club stuff, but I really like my outfit today. I've really been getting a ton of use out of this like very airy linen skirt. I thrifted it earlier this year. And then I have a couple of older pieces on. I have this ancient little H&M sweater vest thrown over the Uniqlo kind of like boxy Jonathan Anderson Oxford shirt. And then to help keep me warm, I'm wearing some knee-high riding boots. I never left the riding boot world, and I have these really old ones. They're actually from the brand UGG that I found at Ross for like definitely no more than $50. And I saw them in the corner of my closet and I was like, maybe this would look good all together, and I love it when I'm right. Last week I had a lot of fun sharing with you guys some of the long form content that I've been consuming, and I'm really excited about what I've been doing this week because I'm finally narrowing down like our book club picks for the month of February. My initial thought was to do something a little bit more romantic, but the truth is I'm just like not a romance novel type of person, and if I am, it's not something that's going to be like really spicy or anything like that. It's going to be like heartbreakingly beautiful, like type of book that'll make you cry for 3 days. And I don't know if that's the vibe for this February because I'm gonna go watch Wuthering Heights, and that shit's gonna be probably really fucking good and not sad. I'm kind of thinking more like freaky girl February, like weird girl February. And so the batch of books that I've been sampling and reading for the last few weeks are finally narrowing down to I think my favorites, and I'm excited because I feel like there is some really good potential in the bunch. The one that stuck out to me that I read last night, Act of Desperation. I'm not gonna say a lot about it because it is definitely tiptoeing the line into like an anti-romance, and I'm excited to talk about it with my book club. I might have to take this off in the car, but for now I'm bringing this because it's way too cold. 20 something degrees, I'm gonna freeze my ass off. All right, let's go to the gym. Hey guys, I had a super meeting heavy day today, which meant I spent most of the day locked away in a meeting room or at my desk. Then the rest of the day kind of just flew by, but honestly, my favorite part of the day was the fact that I really liked my outfit. Today's look I think is so fun, and I'm kind of like rediscovering pieces that have been in my closet for a while, but I forgot were there, to be honest. This is a skirt that I thrifted at a local secondhand shop here in Houston. I think it was like brand new with tags when I found it. It's originally from the brand BDG, and it added not that much warmth because there's a huge slit going up the center of it, but I thought it was really cool and really chic. And you guys have definitely seen this sweater before. It's just from H&M. So did this look keep me very warm? No, but at least it like boosted my morale. And honestly, that's sometimes all you can ask for. Now, I have to do some editing for social media, so I'm going to do that. And then when Alexa gets home, I really want to watch Singles Inferno. I've been a ride or die fan of Singles Inferno since it came out, so I'm very excited about this new season. I will say though, this is the most dramatic season there has been to date. If you're not watching Singles Inferno, it's like a Korean based dating show where you get a bunch of like hot, stunning, beautiful, gorgeous people on an island where they basically have to like pair up to go to like a 5-star resort type beat and like fall in love and shit. And then while those couples do that, everyone is back on the island in Inferno and like suffering and eating shitty food and not being able to have coffee. The concept is very interesting and very simple, and I do eat it up every single time. Yeah, that'll be my long form content that I am consuming today. And you know what? I'm proud of it. It's a good show and I like it. And then I also listened to another one of my favorite podcasts called Wild Geese. It's hard to describe that podcast because I feel like it's a show about thinking in society but then sometimes literature. I don't know. The host is just very interesting And the way that I found her is through her episode on digital gardening, which is all about how to like start to create your own personal database of research, is the way that I see it. Not for the sake of publication, but purely for like digesting things that you consume and then creating your own analysis. So it really is like a laboratory of research for yourself. And especially after college, I have a huge hunger nowadays to keep learning. I mean, I always do, but it's been like very present in my mind in like the last 2 years of like, I feel myself getting stupid. I don't want to do that. I want to be a smart person and a well-educated person, a well-informed person. And so I find her podcast very, very helpful. It's also just like encouraged me to explore different topics that I didn't get to study in school. And so it's just been fun and I really recommend it. And I'll link down the episode below that I watched or listened to today. And then I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Guys, I'm really struggling. Like, work is beating the shit out of me. And I mean that in the sense that there's just a lot of work to get done. And I don't think I've shared this with you guys on the internet. I'm working on probably the biggest campaign of my career. No, it is. It is the biggest campaign of my career. And some days I feel like I'm doing super well. I'm getting a ton done. We're moving and everything's on track. And then other days, which have been a little bit more common in the last few weeks, I am just getting kind of overwhelmed with the size of the project. I'm still excited because obviously this is going to be a super important moment in my career. Oop, hi, Mickey. He's helping to cleanse the vibes in this room. Today, I kind of have like a half day for work because I have an appointment. And then I'm going to meet up with my friends for a much needed happy hour once they're out of work. Obviously, I'm excited to put on a cute outfit, but most of all, I'm just ready to de-stress. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up my work day, what I have left of it, and I'll catch you guys later.